some yoga for the wrists. We are doing a lot to these poor guys. They're gonna love it, especially good if you've been keyboard bashing like crazy. Enjoy. Come join me in a seat, either cross-legged or sitting back on your heels if that feels more comfortable. Sitting up nice and tall, maybe take a couple of shoulder rolls to just make sure that you're sitting comfortably. As we inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Bring the palms together, exhale, bring them to heart center. But more than normal, can you press palm into palm, roll the shoulders back. Take a deep inhale, exhale it out. And then release the hands. Inhale, reach them up. Exhale, palms together, bring them down through center. Press, press, press those hands together, roll the shoulders back. Deep inhale. And exhale. One more time, release the hands, inhale them up. Bring the palms together, exhale down, press the palms together. Really press into those wrists, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest, keep pressing. And then release the hands down. Now clasp your hands and press the palms out in front of you. Roll the shoulders back. And then as you inhale, lift the arms all the way up above you. And I want you to press into each palm one at a time. So right palm presses up. Left palm up. Keep moving through right and left. Maybe wiggling your arms a little further back. So towards your ears, behind your head. And then unclasp the hands, reach them wide, send them back behind you. Find a clasp through the hands. This is really getting into my shoulders too, as well as the wrists. Find that clasp with the hands. And then bring the hands forward and just take some little flicks out with the fingers. Yeah, nice. Okay, we're going to do that with the opposite thumb on top. So I always find my clasp that feels more natural, then place the other thumb on top, and then press the hands forward. It'll feel really weird, really weird. Roll those shoulders back, press the hands out in front of you, and then lift them all the way up above you. Press left palm up, right arm up. Stretching into the shoulders as well as the palms, the wrists, the fingers here. And then release the arms out. Can you find that opposite thumb on top clasp behind you too? Roll the shoulders back, lift the chest, really send those hands back. And then bring them forward, little flicks with the fingers, like you want to spray someone with water. Just done the washing up. Just me? Lovely. Let's go on to all fours. So hands and knees, press the palms down into the mat. Really spread your fingers. Find that base. And I just want you to sway forwards and backwards. So we're shifting the weight in front of the wrists and then behind the wrists. So starting to find some movement, but be really gentle here. Move slowly. Try and keep those arms straight. And only move as far as feels good. Now come back through center. Can you turn both the hands out to the outside of the mat? So fingers facing the outside of the mat. And can you sway from side to side? So pressing into the wrists in a different space here. Side to side with that action. Keep those fingers spread, moving slowly. And then can you take the fingers into the middle? So turning it the other way, again, trying to keep these arms straight as you sway side to side. Moving that weight backwards and forwards over the wrists. Yeah, lovely. Now come to sit back on your heels. You can always come to cross-legged if that feels more comfortable. Clasp the hands together, and I want you to take a figure of 8 with the clasp of that hand. Yeah, you might get lots and lots of clicks and noises through the knuckles, the wrists here. And then can you take that figure of 8 back the other way? I find this really, really challenging. So I was doing it this way. This way. Oh gosh. Well, take it back the other way. I'm sure you're doing a lot of a better job than I am. Hit your figure of 8. Yes, lovely. And then can you send the hands out in front of you? Find fists. Fists out in front of you. And I want you to take some circles, like outwards. So with your wrists, your arms are straight out in front of you and your wrists are going away from each other. Yeah. And take it slowly so that you can find as much movement as possible. Yes. Keep moving through the wrists, taking them away from each other. Yes. Here for 3. For 2 and for 1. And then can you just give your wrists a little shake out, maybe moving them up and down, around and about, shaking them out in any which way. Great. Fists out in front of you again. This time let's come towards each other. So before the wrists were going outwards, now we're going inwards, still keeping those arms straight. Finding that motion through the wrists. Maybe finding slightly less clicks by now, or maybe even more. Yes, nice. We're here for 3, for 2, keep it going for 1. Oh, and then shake it out. Shake it out. Wrist action, shaking it out. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Come back to that all fours position. And this time we're going to take the right foot back behind you. Toes to the floor, heel pressing back towards the mat. Now I want you to turn your right fingertips back towards your foot. Now if this is way too much, you could bring your fingers out to the side like we did before. But otherwise you're bringing those right fingers, just the right fingers, back towards those right toes. And I just want you to find that gentle sway backwards and forwards again. You might move not very far at all, because it's really intense, this. Finding some movement. Lovely. And then gently turn those right fingers back. Bring that right knee back down to the mat. Take the left toes back, left leg long, and then left fingers turn back towards you. And find that rock and roll backwards and forwards. Remember those left fingers can face outwards too. It's not a good day to be struggling with the words fingers and fingertips when you're working on wrists. Keep pressing that left heel back as you rock backwards and forwards. Yeah, really nice. And then turn those left fingers forward. Bring that left knee back in. Now you're kind of going to stay in a sort of crouching position. You're going to find the clasp of that hands again, and press your knuckles down into the mat. Kind of below your shoulders-ish. You're kind of up on your knees, but a little back. So bum is a little bit towards the heels. And then can you find a straightness in the arms here? And you should really feel that into your wrists. Lengthen those arms. The backs of the hands and the wrists now. Take a deep breath. And then sit back on your heels. Just circle the wrists. No need for fists this time. Take it back the other way. Yes, lovely. Back the other way, so the first way. And then back the other way. Oh, my wrists are definitely feeling it. I hope yours are too. One final stretch. Goodness me, before we say our goodbyes. Send this right hand out in front of you. Place the left palm over the right top of the hand and just press it back towards you. And then can you turn the right fingertips up and use that left hand to press the fingertips back towards you. Lovely. And then drop that right hand, left hand out in front of you, fingertips down towards the mat. Press that right palm on the top of the left hand, hand, palm, fingertips. Yeah, press that shape back towards you, keeping that arm straight. And then send the palm up, press the right hand onto the left. Oh, and then shake it off. Ah, so good for you, wrists. So good for you. Thanks for taking this time to work into your wrists. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you on the mat next time. Please subscribe if you haven't and you'd like to see more from me. And thank you so much. Oh, wrists.